heroes, so to speak, or going with a safer strategy while they feel them out. This is the time to do it in week 1 and to really feel out RSG. RSG has had the advantage to be able to watch everyone up to this point.
Yeah, that's true.
And now this is their debut here.
And they also saw what Bren Esports did from yesterday. And honestly, there's really not much that they changed. Even with their picks, this would easily be a Season 7 lineup of Bren Esports. I have Lusty on Baxia. You have Rebo. Okay, is Rebo transitioning into the mid lane now and Few onto the side lanes? I mean, we knew Few as one of the, in his championship season, it was actually playing as the marksman or the side laner for Signal Ultra back then. So it is actually going to be Few onto the side lanes. And now RSG, they're going to be settling with Ruby for Heath, which is a position 5 Ruby or a roaming Ruby. Now, lastly, Naisu talked about the fact that we don't know yet about RSG, but what we do know is that Iyakno is so good with this Esmeralda.
Yes, speaking of history, the RSG's a mix of veterans and also they have achievement title holders, and they're coming here together just to use this presence. And ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to the game of RSG and Bren. You're in for a ride, so be sure to stay tuned here as we are seeing RSG trying to hunt down Bren.
I like that, yeah. I like that aggressiveness, you know, from Iyakno. He's confident there. And yeah, I'm not surprised, to be honest, that we're seeing a very just kind of easy-going early game. Like I said, Bren doesn't want to make too many mistakes early on, especially against a team that they don't know much about, and that's what they're going to do. But here we got some action already in the middle lane here.
What we can expect is for RSG to like push the tempo. When I say push the tempo, I want them, or at least I want to see them, like be active in the early stages. Like I said, an easy early game for the side of RSG. Fairly easy. And you're going to have to take note of their lockdown. Like Aqua can pop the triple sweep. It will be great for the Harley that actually started
Harley and Lusty here being trapped. Oh, first blood goes into RSG, followed by one more. Tempest Blaze going too early. They're too confident. Bren Esports is trying to make the noises out in the open. We have a 1-to-1 trade, but I think they are not done yet. Flap TZ trying to get in the chase. Aqua, on the other hand, we have here an assassin to the rescue, and they are still making the pressure on their side.
Man, I was just mentioning a kind of chill early game, and then all of a sudden, within 30 seconds, all that just happened. And it's right before, I mean, the first turtle is up, and those are some good early kills for both sides. It's 1-to-1, and now that's going to transition. Rebo getting caught out there, but Aqua's just going to have to flicker out of there.
Usually when you see Saber, goes for the execute. But yeah, Demon Kite gonna be gone upon again.
Lusty being trapped here by Nats, and Demon Kite trying to get on ready. They have taken the turtle, and it's gonna be game time for RSG. They have started the fight. They're keeping it cool. Heath goes down 2-2. The trade is really going into a tie here. Where is this going as of this point?
Man, I like, again, it's super even across the board. 2-2. Bren managed to grab that turtle objective there, and again, the tempo. Wolf was just talking about tempo here. RSG is doing a great job at they're reacting, and they're also setting at the same time, so then both teams are just going at it together, and that's nice to see because this is what we wanted from that game one.
Yeah, perhaps the gold is even, but Bren Esports, you want to give the first two skirmishes to them just because of the fact that they gave 2 kills to Carl Cheesy. For RSG, they gave 1 to Heath and 1 to Demon Kite, and you don't give the turtle to Demon Kite. So even when the gold is quite even for both teams, the quality of the gold on the distribution of gold, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
It's sided on Bren Esports because it is given to Carl Teasy, the late game carry of Bren Esports.
Yeah, I like this. I just noticed Demon Kite able to pick up that Genius Wand. He does have the emblem to buy some items a little bit earlier, so that could really be beneficial as the game goes on. And here, we got the items here. Take a look at the items.
Oh, a lot of farm actually for Ling. Went for the naked boots, I want to call it.
Naked boots, yeah.
Naked boots. And then the Demon Hunter Sword, which is perfect against all the sustain from RSG. Now, even when Demon Kite only had 1 kill, he had an assist. It's actually at par with Carl TZ when it comes to the gold, which generally benefits the Hardy because, as you mentioned, he does have the mystery shop. So that means that he'll get his items earlier than Carl TZ, and that's what we wanted for RSG. If RSG wants to win this, they're gonna have to win it as soon as possible.
That is true. We have a discount card for Demon Kite here, and what makes it, for this point, for the jungler of Bren to RSG, what's the edge here if they keep on going in the early game?
I mean, the nice thing here, well,
despite
depending
the trades,
on, depending on what side you are on here, Carl TZ has both of those kills on this link, which is going to set him up to get that power spike he needs leading into the mid game here much faster than everybody else. So they have to watch out for Carl TZ. They're going to have to control that player, really, and not let him continue to snowball in. And now we got this turtle.
Turtle is going to get tight and ready. We have one more initiation. It's still safe for Demon Kite to fake it for that steal. RSG continues the battle. Carl TZ will be going out to the Cloud Walker, but not extending to any team fight. We just need that buff.
That turtle is going to be in favor of Bren Esports. He's going to be protected by Aqua. I want to say that was Bren Esports really winning the battle because of the fact that FlapTZ was in the best position to tank that deadly magic so that Carl TZ will have a good time taking that turtle for himself.
I like what Demon Kite did there, though. He managed to get the turtle, and then he was just going back, and he was just throwing the cards out, kind of like a flashy maneuver, like, "Hey guys, I got the turtle. I'm out of here." I like it.
It's about RSG is trying to see. Yeah, it's a true magic trick that RSG with the Harley tries to trick up maybe Rebo or Carl on where he headed, because in the blink you don't know where is he heading as of that point. This time around, Bren continues to be aggressive, taking one more hit. Knots Reba on low.
Wow.
Continues Knots again. And one more member. RSG tries to defend this one. 2-2. Lusty and FlapTZ going back again. Basha on the roll and to retreat. Not yet time for action.
Unfortunately for RSG, Heath was able to dodge that arrow, that abyssal arrow, but that meant that it will be Demon Kite, the jungler, to take it.
Yeah. And one of the things that they're exchanging here, the scores or even the gold lead, Wolf, is not too far from one another.
I like this. This is exactly what we wanted to see. We wanted to see what RSG was made of, and I think this early game is starting to paint that picture for us and the viewers as well, as they were interested in to see what could be put together from all these little blocks from every different locations and teams and areas, and now we're seeing it unfold before our eyes.
That is true, and looking as of this point, solid veterans also from Bren to RSG, and
oh my God,
the fun continues to happen here, taking down Demon Kite. Carl TZ was on point and positioning that takedown while everybody's trying to get busy.
On point indeed. Rebo able to land another good arrow. Demon Kite once again, I would say for the third time, he went in for Lusty, and 2 times out of the 3, when he gets the kill onto Lusty, he gets taken out by Bren Esports. This time another arrow to the face, which meant that Bren Esports will take that kill onto an important hero from RSG.
And this is what I was going to say too. Demon Kite has to be careful of that, because if he takes too many arrows at the wrong time and then it goes into an objective, again, that's just going to further expand.
Here we go, 3, 2, 1, Heath! Will he escape this?
Wow!
Still alive!
Whoa!
Right in! Lusty goes down, Heath as well. FlapTZ still receiving the tricks, but what a close retreat! RSG and Bren, what are you trying to show us here?
Wow!
What
Heath was amazing!
Yeah.
Literally using every single ability that he can use, like all the dashes that Ruby can use, and as well as that conceal from the roaming boots that he did have.
Not just that, but my goodness, what a way to transition from there. And again, I was just mentioning before that Demon Kite had to be careful about getting picked off here. And I think Rebo is doing a great job, even though he's sitting at that 0, 1, and 5. He's landing those abyssal arrows when he needs to, and he's setting up Bren to make plays here and around the top.
I'm getting chills on what's happening here. They're really trying to buy time and measuring every move that they're trying to make. It's so calculated that it's always a tie when it comes to even growth or the growth of the gold, even the scores, Wolf.
Yeah, looking at Bren Esports, however, they're in it for the long run. This is the time that I noticed you actually went for Impure Rage instead of the Mystery Shop, which is generally an emblem that when you pick up, you're saying that you don't want to go for the early game.
Oh, they're trying to pick up one Lusty. Is he going down? Another one comes to the basket. Flap Teasy responds in the middle and back. Trying to get caught there. Flap Teasy takes down Aqua. A trade to 6-6. It's just a race. Going in closer to the same numbers.
This is crazy. I mean, Bren doesn't even have a turret here. They're still skirmishing here around this pit.
It's not yet done for Bren. You want to fight? Let's continue the fight right on here. I'm ready here for you. Receives one.
Oh.
Okay. Demon Kite receives the damage through space and time. Flap Teasy is receiving alert from Iaknu on the chase. Lusty hesitates to go back, but Heath was trying to be on guard there.
The Demon Heath connection.
Oh my, I love
My
it.
goodness, the Ruby and into that Harley combo was so nice, and I think that's what they're going to have to do to really continue this momentum. I mean, it is super even right now across the board, but more plays like that is what RSG needs to really take control of this game.
If you did not manage to get out of there, even when he had the flowing blood as well as the flicker, because it was on cooldown, the timing coming out from Heath was phenomenal. Was able to catch through a few on this Alice and then give a kill to Demon Kite. Like I said, the combo was perfect. And additionally, Bren Esports, they're really banking on this arrow coming out from Rebo to land. They were successful in 6 kills in 10 minutes. But unfortunately, that is the only hard lockdown that they have right now to depend on.
This is crazy. Bren is going to go ahead and, I don't know if they're going to try to just poke around the Lord, but they don't have a turret yet.
Yep.
All Tier 1 turrets for RSG are still up. You have to give it up to RSG to be able to still hold those and hold on.
Another one knock up, not getting into any conclusions. Here's Bren is trying to be careful, but as tight as this match, getting in closer, what would be the edge here?
They got the flicker out, though, from Lusty. I mean, that's going to help. Finally, you're going to see a turret go down here for Bren. And now they can open up parts of the map leading into other objectives. Again, that Lord is up, so they're going to have to continue to open up the map to secure this one. And you can see the real-time win rate. RSG, 61% over these champions of Bren.
I can't believe it. I mean, RSG, they aren't even leading when it comes to the gold. Bren Esports, they have the better late game for sure, but RSG seems to be the one to have the lead right now. Well, this is indeed their power spike. We are heading into, like, we're stepping into the late game for a few minutes from now on, and RSG, they still have the strength during this time. They still have the lockdown coming out from Aqua. And of course, the single target damage from Demon Kite. Now you also have Iakno who's actually being activated right now. And I'm pretty sure that Iakno with his Avarice will have his items up soon. Perhaps maybe 4 items heading into the 13-minute mark. And that means that RSG can now really fight and continue to push.
I have to ask you something, though. Hold on.
Another one, releasing the Tempest of Blades right in the tower. Lusty will be backing down, throwing that Abyssal Adder in the middle of
Doesn't have the
coming
flicker.
down. Whoa, he's stunned! Lusty takes Demon Kite. That's for the score, RSG.
I was just saying this again. Lusty lost that flicker earlier, and that just showed that that was the punishment that just happened right here.
Continuing the action, you're trapped in the middle. Bren Esports Flap Teaser responds, releasing Electo final blow just to escape that, cornering every path. They're watching for mistakes at every time that this game happens. They're really looking out for that window.
I mean, they have to. Bren has to be wondering like what's going on right here because they're facing. Like we said, going into this game, they don't know anything about RSG realistically, and now they're getting a run for their money here. I mean, it is 8-6 in favor of RSG. Bren has to be wondering, guys, what can we do to get this back in our favor?
Yeah, definitely. Bren Esports needs to get into the late game. But it seems like RSG, they're not letting that happen. Again, the power spike from RSG with the Acno now being activated 1-0 and 2. Even using his Falling Star Moon, because we know that he's an expert with this Esmeralda. He used that Falling Star Moon into the mid lane to catch Lusty. And that catch was right at the tip of the AoE of the Falling Star Moon. And you know that this guy knows his Esmeralda is 10.1 thousand gold as of this moment. And is en route to his 6th item. 14 minutes into this game. And that will mean business for RSG.
Oh, they're really getting tight at this one. Comfort heroes from Season 7, bringing it to the meta, or even the hero pool of Season 8, not making any difference, but they are revamped as we see.
Yeah. And I noticed, you know, Bren, finally Flapteasy is able to pick up some anti-life steal there, so that might be able to help them if they come into another skirmish, if they come into another team fight, especially as we get in here around this Lord. It's already enhanced. That could give them the upper hand when it comes to this, but RSG has been playing so well, especially baiting out certain spells, certain ultimates from Bren's side, so realistically, it's going to come down to this fight here.
Yakno now picking up the Holy Crystal. This will mean burst damage. I mean, together with the Calamity Reaper, Yakno is going to be able to take down this Alice. If they do land a stun on the Alice, they will be able to burst him down. And then even Flapteasy is going to be threatened. Now this makes Lusty's role very important. This last big backshot, although it makes sense against the sustain of RSG, is it tanky enough against the damage output of RSG? Which now
He's trapped, Lusty, the one to hold the damage. He's now on the low trying to respond back in the base, but Carl Teasy will be dropping down now, releasing ultimate out. But it's just in for just placing it out now. But Nats just trying to spam everybody.
They're not done yet.
They're not done.
Oh my God.
He receives damage in trap. We have RSG trying to sweep out members on low. Bren Esports trying to go close in. The Lord and Demon Kite continues those damages right into falling place. They're putting them in a situation, answering traps from one to another.
Wolf just mentioned this. Iaknu knows how to play that Esmeralda. Esmeralda has been a hero that everybody has been wondering about, and there's some more action here happening in the middle lane.
No, they're not giving up, releasing those ultimates out. Again, he is safe. Iaknu, one more member taking down Flapteasy on the low. Carl trying to escape with the Cloud Walker there. Nats will be hit. One. Carl Teasy is still going to be alive, but not for long. Aqua, flowing death. RSG responds in for support.
RSG showing what they're made of here. What a play. And again, what I was saying, Iaknu knows how to play that Esmeralda. And I was going to say, too, Bren has to be careful because if they commit Lusty too early, there's so many back laners for RSG.
No,
and look at the damage.
Out in the ultimate. Iaknu just finished everything off. This Aqua on Assassin high and dry, Wolf.
When we're talking about Iakno, it's phenomenal. We can set that aside. We already know how good he is. The Esmeralda from seasons back, and now he's bringing it against Bren Esports. Let's talk about Demon Cat, however. He did not die in that skirmish, even after all of the members of Bren Esports chased him. With their truncheon usage and then getting out. Man, this guy... Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Demon Kite, he says.
Demon Kite.
Hello, hello.
Oh, man. We were wondering how Demon Kite's debut would be, and we're literally seeing it right here. And it's amazing because he has just some type of finesse when it comes to that hero of Harley. He plays it so well. He picked up the items at the right time, and the Winter Tranche timing was on top of that, too.
Being entrapped here, defending the second tier turret, Bren Esports. Putting pressure for RSG. If this win rate increases, we will hear another one. Is he still safe? Again, Flap trapped. Demon Kite just making those initiations just for the Lord to add that grand entrance to break the tower. RSG putting pressure against Bren.
He got Flap trapped.
Flap
I like that, man.
I love it.
I
love the Flap trap. Oh my word. And now they have got two of them. But even with just the pokes coming out from RSG, Bren Esports are being threatened. At this point, Bren Esports, they will still need more minutes. They will still need more gold for Few as well as for Carl Teasy, but it's not available.
This turret's going to go down, and they could be going in for a final push here.
Oh, in trap 3 against RSG, starting the fight. Reba goes back out, and this is one more member going down. Carl Teasy still defending, out for the swords, releasing those Tempest of Blades, but will be enough for the damage. He goes down, Heath as well. Iaknu, Carl Teasy down as Bren Esports. RSG's knocking in the base. We can hear the Beatles singing come together in the first game of RSG, and the base is now being broken. Will this be one closer to the first point? RSG that is
Oh.
welcome to MPL Season 8.
Hi, my name's Demon Kite.